How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about CEI Camber Energy. It ended up having a red day on the Friday. We know a lot of things have changed inside of the market, so it's been pulling back. And there can be some opportunities here, and it's part of the reasons why I'm putting this video together. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. And what is the stock currently doing? Is it consolidating? Is it just pulling back? Is there any moves for a potential spike? We're going to be finding out so you have a game plan going into Monday. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the recent institutional ownership and as well as the short interest information. This is key because in regards to the short interest, this will have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then afterwards, we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know what was the buying and the selling behavior like on the institutional side and as well as the retail side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be jumping into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Camber Energy. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $1.44, being down 11.11%. On the low, it tested $1.33, and then on the high, testing $1.55. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 150.384 million shares, and for the average volume over 10 trading days, being at 196.214 million shares. So we did end up having below average volume on the day, but do keep in mind this is not too bad whatsoever. We are continuing to consolidate. When we take a look at the RSI down below, you can see it's right here at 46.72, and when we take a look at our moving averages on the chart, we have strength above the 100-day, the 200-day, the 50-day, but we are below the 21-day EMA. So like I was saying previously, we are just consolidating at this point. I talked about an area of support being held up here right at the $1.30 level. What is really good, we were able to close above the 50-day at above $1.39, closing at $1.44. So things are continuing to look good. As far as how far we pull back, yes, we did get back to the $1.33 range, but do keep in mind we did end up seeing a high of $1.55. This is also a clear area of resistance. So if we're able to actually get past this level, then I will look forward to seeing a move going to $1.60 and then seeing if we can reclaim the 21-day EMA here at $1.69. I feel if we're able to do this, then we can really start catching off some momentum. And then the next area of resistance will be right here around this $1.80 level, which I know many of you are familiar with this. We've seen these levels in the past as well on the 20th of October. We also saw it here on the 19th. So this is something to also be aware of and why you want to see some more momentum coming into the play. So one thing that is very clear as far as this $2 level, I know I'm going to get this question. Yes, it is definitely still possible for CEI to get to this level, but do know this is a psychological area. So there's going to be many traders that are going to be taking profits, many people that are going to be selling. So that's one thing you want to make sure you put inside your game plan, because if we end up having above average volume like we've seen in the past, then of course I feel like this is a level we can easily get past. And as far as for the bearish case scenario, you want to see $1.30 hold up if we decide to pull back even further. But then the next level of support we have here is right around the $1.23 level. So let's see how it performs. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for CEI Camber Energy. So scrolling down on the page, green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So what we could see here from recent filing. So we have for the 21st, we have Total Clarity Wealth Management going in with just over 4,000 shares, or 4,847 to be exact. And then for October the 22nd, we have Total Tactical Management that purchased just over 21,000 shares to be exact, 21,927. So this is definitely good to see institutions were loading up on CEI. So taking a look at the short interest information for the dark pool short volume ratio, it is at 29.13, and then for the dark pool short volume being just over 25.4 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability updated 19 minutes ago is at 700,000, and then for the short ball free rate updated 19 minutes ago as well, it's at 7.44%. As we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 21st, which was a Thursday, it was 45.08, and then the close for Friday that just passed, we have the short volume ratio being at 29.13. So that is a big difference right there. But one thing to keep in mind, CEI does continue to have short squeeze potential. Normally what we look for is 21% or higher. But again, there has been a significant decrease in the short volume ratio as of late. And of course, no surprise due to the fact what's been happening inside of the market. So now let's take a look at the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for CEI. So we can see here on the inflow, it was 38.58. And then on the outflow, it was 35.87. When we take a look at the breakdown on the large, it was 15.54. On the medium, it was 17.89. And then on the small, it was 5.15. When we take a look at the outflow side on the large, we had 13.89. Then on the medium, we had 17.36. And then on the small, it was 4.62, giving us an inflow day. Now, when we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for October the 22nd being that surplus of 1,653.29. So seeing those breakdowns, we had a lot more inflow on the retail side. There was a good amount of selling, something to keep in mind. And then also on the medium side, not too much of a big difference there. It was pretty much equal on the inflows and as well as the outflows. And then when we take a look at the large scale orders, we had more institutions who were loading up on shares than compared to selling, but there was still a good amount of selling on the institutional side. So taking all of this data into consideration, I would keep Camber on your watch list going into Monday and as well as for the rest of the week. When we were doing the technical analysis, you can see as far as support and as well as resistance, the zone that it's in is looking just to be consolidating. So that's why I'm saying this stock is far from over. So now let's jump into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for CEI, what I want to see going into Monday is a continuation of it holding down the $1.30 area in regards to the support. And what we want to see, I want to see a move going to $1.69. I feel if we can get above $1.69, we can really start catching some momentum from there. I'm not saying that's exactly what the price action is going to be on the Monday, but these are levels to look out for. As far as for the overall volume inside of the stock, there's still a lot of demand, and you could tell right away when we took a look at the technicals and taking a look what the volume looked like. There's still a lot of interest when it comes to this play. And yes, there's other plays inside of the market that have been just going crazy. A lot of people making profits of that. So you got to keep in mind this is taking the attention of traders away from the play. Another thing that I want to go over as well, when we went on Fintel taking a look at the short interest information, this play does continue to have short squeeze potential. Plus, on top of that, what we have noticed, the short volume ratio has gone down. Again, not surprising considering the conditions that we had inside of the market, but I still feel like this is a play to keep on your radar regardless. So make sure that you're timing your entries correctly and you're not just out there just buying at whatever price, because you don't need to be going through riding the elevator. There's so many other opportunities out there. But in regard to CEI, I still see some movement inside of this play for the coming week. And also remember, make sure you're doing your homework and as well as your due diligence before you jump in these plays, especially if you're going to consider to buy and hold. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.